It's always those people who are judging who are never started something like anything or posting. They always cringe on your post, but they never started posting. And those people who already posted and doing something on their own, they're never gonna judge you. And it's so true. The first brand deal I did reached out to me and offered me like 700 for 3 posts, and I was like, wow! At that time, like it was a huge amount of money for me. I realized I could never have this type of people around me and could never make that much money from tourism if I work in an office.
God woke me up. Fear don't live here, anxiety don't live here. Young entrepreneur and I'm going on my 5th year.
Our next guest, Nicolette Yaksha, has built a LinkedIn following of over 32,000 by offering one-on-one coaching and ghostwriting services to help people grow their personal brands. She ranks in the top 1% of creators in Serbia and in the world. There are so many people with personal brands on LinkedIn who don't know how to monetize themselves. That's where Nicolette comes in. But without further ado, let's jump in. Hey, Nicolette, how you feeling today?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm excited.
Blessed and highly caffeinated.
Yeah.
Super caffeinated. I got like 2 cups of coffee in me right now.
Oh my God. That's my daily
Yeah.
dose.
Oh, yeah, that's your daily dose? Uh, how is Serbian coffee? Is it strong?
Yeah, they are drinking black coffee basically.
See, I used to drink and I used to drink my liquor straight, but I never, drunk coffee straight. I've tried,
No,
not for me.
me neither. I just can't drink that.
I am super excited for this conversation. The thing that stood out the most to me about your LinkedIn specifically, I mean, you have a incredible personal
Thank
brand.
you.
I mentioned that, my pleasure. I mentioned that to you when I reached out to you. And the one thing that I noticed on your profile is that there is no traditional work history, right? So I'm curious, like before you went all in on LinkedIn, which I actually love, the fact that you don't have the traditional work history there. Can you walk me through that journey? Like what led you to say, I'm gonna go all in on this?
Yeah, actually, I removed that section like 2 months ago, so not too long ago. I'm a student. I'm still a student. I'm going to university. I'm a tourism management student, so it has nothing to do with personal branding. But yeah, I don't really have that much like work history. My first job was cherry picking. So funny. I was 16 years old when we went to pick cherries, and we got like how much was that? Like $20 a day. That was our salary. So yeah, that was my very first job. And when I started university, I'm on my 3rd year. After my first year in the summertime, I worked as a hotel receptionist. And last year, I was doing an internship in Greece for 2.5 months as like a waiter, bartender. So I don't have that much work experience, but I always knew I wanted to do something on social media, and I knew that I never wanted to work for somebody. That sounds stupid for some people, but I never wanted to experience that corporate world. So I wanted to create something on my own, to make my own money and to experience this entrepreneurial life. So that's why I choose this path, basically.
I absolutely love it. I just had a conversation with my fiance. We were at Chick-fil-A. She's like, I can't wait to see our kids with their first jobs. I'm like, I don't know if I want them to have jobs.
Yeah.
So we then we spoke about it and we both agreed maybe it would be better if they didn't have jobs, you know?
It's better to work for yourself. You're your own boss. You may still make mistakes and like fail, but you have to learn it and just do it by yourself.
Yeah, it takes a lot of bravery. You learn those lessons that are so very important for entrepreneurship. You can respect people's business more when
Exactly.
you
And you
operate
don't
your own
judge
business.
those who just started. Because actually, yesterday I read a quote that it's always those people who are judging who are never started something like anything or posting. They always cringe on your post, but they never started posting. And those people who already posted and doing something on their own, they're never gonna judge you. And it's so true. I actually saw you revamped your profile, but I didn't really like check it to understand what you're doing. So that's what I asked. But it's actually a great revamp that you did.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you
This
do
is
that design, by the way? Did you do it by
I
yourself?
I did. I did it at 2 a.m.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. It does the job, but the picture is much better than it used to be because you're smiling and it's like it reflects your energy that you're giving me like through the camera right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I look like more of a, in
It's
New
more
York,
inviting.
yeah, in New York, we kind of like, we have this defense mechanism. You might get random crazy people who come up to you. So you have like this mean mug. And so it was important that I got rid of that because not everybody's from New York?
I've never been to New York, but I really
Oh, you would
want
love
to
it.
go.
You
Yeah.
would love it. You have to come.
Actually, there's like a visa program called ESTA. I don't know if you know about it. It got declined because I have a Hungarian passport, but those who was born outside of Hungary cannot get that visa, so it got declined. So I have to apply for the regular visa, and that takes ages, and I haven't started the process yet, but I really want to go there.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list.
I am curious. So you started creating content for LinkedIn and it started off as a side gig, something to do, right? What was that aha moment for you when you realized, wow, this could actually be a real business?
So I started in January 29th, and for the whole 8 months, I haven't sold anything on my platform. All I did was posting content, creating content, and building an audience, like building a community. So that's all I was doing. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. That's why I didn't monetize it. The aha moment was actually the first brand deal I did reached out to me and offered me like 700 for 3 posts. And I was like, wow, at that time, like it was a huge amount of money for me. Like, wow, I can make that much money with posts. I can monetize my content and my knowledge. And wow, I really can do that. Yeah, yeah. That was my first aha moment. And when people reached out to me when I skipped posting 2 or 3 days and they reached out to me, Nikki, where are you? Why are you coming back? What's happening? And that people are caring about me. And I was like, wow, I really need to do this. And I really enjoying doing that. And I just realized that I don't want to pursue that tourism career in my life because I realized I could never have this type of people around me and could never make that much money from tourism if I work in an office than working for my own from basically anywhere. So yeah, that was my aha moment.
Yeah, I know you had like that first breakthrough of understanding this could be something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's when I saw the potential in myself, basically.
What other opportunities have come your way from developing a personal brand?
So when I didn't have my offers yet, people reached out to me to teach them what I did, how to build an audience. So that's why I'm doing coaching right now. And people reached out to me so I can do it for them. So that's when I was thinking about my second offer. And now I have 2 offers, a done with you coaching and a done for you ghostwriting. So people were asking about like coaching and ghostwriting basically. And that's how I just figured out what I should be selling because that's what people wanted from me.
How is coaching for you, that experience?
So coaching is my main service, but I do enjoy ghostwriting for clients more because that's when I can be more creative and that's when I can deliver more results because in coaching I can give my all, I can teach you everything, but if they don't apply what they learn, I can do anything about it. And that's the only thing I don't love in coaching because there's no guarantees. So that's the only thing I don't really love about coaching, but I enjoy more ghostwriting.
I love that you said that about coaching. I think it's so necessary for people to get to that next level. Everyone
Yeah.
needs a coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there are clients of mine who I ghostwrite for, but I coach them at the same time. So that's what I love. It's like the mix of both.
In your experience, what is the biggest mistake people make when they're trying to build a personal brand on LinkedIn?
They don't optimize their profiles or they treat it like a CV. They're applying for a job and they're just uploading the resume or the CV and they treat it like that. But LinkedIn used to be a job searching platform, but it has evolved into the new Facebook. But yeah, that most people make that mistake that they don't optimize their profile. It doesn't show what they do, what they are looking for, how are they are helping people, what do they do, or just anything about themselves, or how they serve their clients. So yeah, they have those generic banners, those that LinkedIn recommends some like pictures to use. They use those and just like blurry pictures, unprofessional pictures. I don't know, eating an ice cream or this type of pictures. But I mean, if someone's personal brand is about ice creams, it's fine. But but still, yeah, that's
Do
kind of
you think that a lot of people play it too safe?
yeah, definitely. And they are scared of posting. "Oh, what are gonna people say, or who are gonna judge me?" They have those thoughts. I had those thoughts before. I know how it is, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You have to post.
Exactly.
You have to post because you can grow in isolation. You
Yeah,
can like get followers or get clients if you're invisible. And if your competitor is posting, all those like clients gonna go to them just because you're invisible. So you really have to think about that, whether you're gonna leverage on the content creation on posting, because it really do matters a lot.
yeah. That's like one of the phrases that I tell myself in my head sometimes is like, fortune favors the bold. Like you have to be bold and have to have some risk tolerance
Exactly.
in order to actually get to that next level.
Yeah. And your first 10 posts are gonna suck. Basically, you don't know what to write about, who to write for, what image to attach. You're gonna get 2 likes maximum. But if you do this like 4 or 5 times a week for like 3 months, you are gonna see a huge difference when you look back on your first post after 90 days.
For sure. I literally just learned about batching, content batching, game changer.
Yeah, I
Game
mean,
changer.
same. I sit down 2 hours, I have 2 weeks of worth content, and I'm fine. That,
Exactly. You schedule it out,
yes,
don't have,
exactly.
don't have anything to
But
worry
the
about.
visuals sometimes, like, I really have to think about it sometimes. Oh, what should I attach? Like, I don't have ideas. I used everything, but somehow I always come up with like some visuals to attach. But that's what challenged me the most in the creative process.
I think LinkedIn, it's no secret. It's getting spicier. Like people are showing up as themselves, and I absolutely love it because like everyone's unique. Everyone has a story to tell, and so I think it's in a great place for people to tell their stories.
Exactly, yeah, because a lot of people here are just posting like how-to guides, and people can Google that, like how to do a podcast. You can read that. But if you tell how I do a podcast, it's a whole different thing. You tell your
Absolutely.
story, you process your thinking, your mindset. It's a whole different thing. And nobody can Google that, how Jose does a podcast. So yeah, definitely.
On a past episode that I had with Kareem Williams, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but he's a global recruiter at LinkedIn. And we spoke about how many people don't really even know how to monetize themselves on the platform. So I'm curious, like, do you see that a lot? Do you see people with huge followings treating it like a video game and not a business?
Definitely. I had clients who had like 92,000 followers and haven't made a dollar from it.
Really?
And we changed that, but it's hard because she had the wrong audience. She didn't know what to sell, how to sell it. Her profile was a mess. So yeah, there are people with huge followings that they just don't know how or what to sell. And what we did is we optimized her profile. We laid the foundations. We put like links in her feature section. We crafted like services and started making webinars as a lead magnet because she's a life coach. And she helped people in her webinar, and like in the webinar, she sold her coaching services. So yeah, that's what we did. And eventually we made her like monetize her presence.
Do you think that it is less or more difficult to develop a following now than when you started, considering there is much more competition?
It's easy to stand out if you're being yourself, if you're being authentic and you're sharing your own stories. LinkedIn reach has been down, but I believe that LinkedIn is supporting the small creators. And if you are visible enough, you're commenting, you're active, you're DMing, building relationships. I think building an audience isn't that hard if you are alongside like networking, you are sharing valuable content that actually helps people, not just how to tips or generic guides and lead magnets, those comment X to get Y. Um, and they are sending a Google Doc with like ChatGPT made up text. That doesn't work anymore. I think you really have to be yourself to stand out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm obviously I'm in the process of building my own personal brand, and that's one thing I'm not short of is I'm definitely myself.
Yeah, sometimes people confuse like being authentic and being yourself with oversharing your personal life. That personal branding doesn't equal oversharing because you don't need to share your breakfast or your workout routine, but just share your lens, your mindset, or how do you think of certain things, what are your processes, and these type of things. And sometimes people confuse these two.
Yeah, especially the idea of like, so what? So what? How does this really affect the person that's reading?
That's what people make like mistakes in storytelling. It's always important to leave a key takeaway that people can learn from that story. Start with your story, tell your story, but flip the script and end the post with a key takeaway so they can learn from it. So
Awesome. So, what is your ultimate goal with your personal brand?
So the long-term goals are to open a personal branding agency, to hire a team. Right now, I do have the capacity to do everything on my own, but if I have to go back to university, when I have to go back, I need to hire someone to help me out. So yeah, that are the long-term goals: to hire people, to make this bigger, and to help more clients as well, to serve more people and to make more revenue. To be honest, to make some money.
Nicolette, thank you so much for sharing your journey, your insights, and some real LinkedIn gold with us today. For everyone listening, if you want to level up your personal brand or actually figure out how to monetize it, go check out Nicolette's content and services. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Thanks for joining Virtual Cafe. Until next time, stay blessed and highly caffeinated.